It looks different now, this music row. Songwriter Chris Gantry is here to tell us what used to be.
Welcome to Wally's Professional Club. I'm Chris Gantry. Wally's Professional Club was the place to hang in 1963 and 1964. The likes of Johnny Cash and Christopherson and Waylon Jennings, Ernie Ashworth and Webb Pierce and Farron Young. This was the place at night where you heard all the great songs. Everybody came to this place to trade their songs that they wrote that day. They'd sit in there with bottles of beer, sit up till 2 and 3 in the morning and really rip it up. There were fights broke out in this place. Publishing deals were made. Songs were found that were recorded by stars that became hits. And a lot of pool shooting went on in the back. Johnny Cash, when he came in off the road, this was one of the first places that he hit. Weighed 120 pounds and rangy and wild as a hare. And as a young guy, I was 20 years old. I was like being in paradise. I'd come here to be a songwriter, and anything that I ever wanted to hear that made any sense in the world of writing or prose or lyrics or poetry, I heard it inside. This was the place to hang. Welcome to the old Tally Ho Tavern, most famous bar in Nashville since the beginning of time. In 1963 and 1964, this was the watering hole for the old country stars, the stars of the 50s and the early 60s. My friend Chris Christopherson worked in here as a bartender in those days. That great, I took myself down to the Tally Ho Tavern to buy me a bottle of beer. Combine Music was right here, right behind that bush. You could walk out the front door and almost look right in the back door of the famous Cedarwood Publishing Company, which that building is still intact in the same condition, the same look as it was when there was a studio in that back door, and it never stopped. The great songs of Kent Westbury and Benny Joy, they were all pounded out in there. Mel Tillis, Wayne Walker, Fluffo, Webb Pierce, even a young Roger Sovine, just getting into the music business. His dad, Red Sovine, went to work there as an apprentice before he went to BMI. But this, behind this bush, was the greatest publishing company this town has ever seen. It was run by Bob Beckham, probably the best publisher. He knew how to connect with writers, and he stood behind his writers no matter what. He would die for them. And the writers that passed through these doors, Billy Swan, Chris Christopherson, Shel Silverstein, Tony Joe White, Mickey Newberry, Vince Matthews, Eddie Rabbitt, myself. The writers slept on the floors if they had to. They were writing songs day and night. You walk into that place, it was like a bomb went off of music. All you would hear is guitars and see people dashing in and out of rooms and girls coming down stairs scantily dressed, some not dressed. It was a great time. And at the end of the day, Bob Beckham, he would hold court. And Chet Atkins and Felton Jarvis and all the writers would come, bring beer into this place, and they'd hang out till about 8 o'clock at night, sitting in a round circle around Bob Beckham's desk and telling stories and singing songs. And that was where the great camaraderie took place between the writers of those days, who, by the way, did not co-write songs. Individuality and people with their own sensibilities who were not afraid to write a song by themselves and stand behind it and not give a damn what anybody thought about it. That was Combine Music. Bob Beckham gave us that privilege, and great stuff came out of it.